So you don't have that moment where, you're doing a quest and somebody else comes along like in a traditional MMO and all of a sudden they're ruining the experience because there's not enough creatures for you to kill.
Yep.
Instead, the game generates more creatures. And another thing that we do is everyone who attacks a creature gets experience for helping kill it and gets rolls on the loot table. So other players who are nearby helping you with events are always helping you play the game instead of ruining that experience for you. So that's really important to us. Now these dynamic events, as they're running in the world, unlike a traditional MMO quest where like you get a quest to go save some guy's daughter who got kidnapped.
Yeah.
And you run out in the world, you save her, and you go back and get your quest reward. But nothing in the world ever changes. 30 seconds later, someone else comes along and she's been kidnapped again. Yeah. And this poor girl just can't ever stay rescued. In Guild Wars 2, there will be an event to rescue that girl. When she is rescued, she stays rescued until a new event happens where people come to try to kidnap her again, and players can band up and try to stop the kidnappers. And if they fail to do it, the girl gets kidnapped and a new event kicks off to rescue her. So these events actually have impact on the world, and they change the world, and they actually have meaning. So everyone who experiences the event can see it and see the world change as a result of the things that happen. You can totally say, I don't want to save that town today, and you go running off in a different direction. The centaurs will keep attacking it whether there are players there or not. They will take it over. They will continue to expand out in the world and create new events. If you're not there, they will be doing this stuff. And if they take the town over, the town will stay conquered by the centaurs until players come to free it. It could take a week, it could take a month, it could take 6 months. It's whenever the players band together and go rescue that town, that is when it becomes saved. So your actions and the things you do actually impact the world. Guild Wars 2 is extremely approachable. It's one of the core designs of the game. The combat system plays much more like an action game, where it's not just UI all over the screen and you're totally overwhelmed. Instead, it's very easy to understand, it's very easy to pick up. It plays more like a console action game or like an action RPG that you might play on PC. Everything is very visual. It's very easy to look at the screen and see what's going on and understand it, rather than having to constantly read all the time or look at the UI and watch UI bars move up and down. We try to make it all very visceral and very visual and easy to understand and see. We've layered the difficulty into the game and layered the complexity so you learn it at steps at a time, as opposed to having all the complexity thrown at you at the start like you might find in a traditional MMO. Instead, it's more like an RPG where you step in, and at the beginning it's very simple to understand and pick up, and slowly we add more and more elements to the game so you can kind of learn everything at your own pace. It really plays like a true action game. So if somebody goes to attack you, you can actually dodge and evade out of the way of attacks and dodge roll and avoid the attack that's coming at you. You can move back and avoid it. Unlike a traditional MMO, you can use all of the skills in Guild Wars 2 while you're moving. They have positional-based attacks that actually shoot from different directions based on where you're standing, or you get bonuses based on being on the side or the rear of enemies. There's a lot of movement, a lot of action, a lot of constantly dodging and rolling out of the way. That's a big part of the game. We really want it to feel like the next growth of combat in MMOs.